Today we got two of the best fighters in comics going head to head in the battle arena. Iron Fist is taking on Karate Kid. So, who's come out top here? Let's find out. The latest in a long line of warriors who wielded his power against the wicked, Danny Rand is the immortal Iron Fist. Protector of the mystical city of Kunlun, he channels the soul of a dragon, making his fist like unto iron. It's one of the greatest martial artists the world has ever known. Iron Fist is trained to be a living weapon. It can harness his spiritual energy, chi, to augment his physical and mental capabilities to superhuman levels. Typically, Danny possesses the peak level strength of a human, but may be considered superhuman. However, he's also capable of augmenting his strength to unknown levels. He's able to go toe-to-toe with a being who easily defeated Luke Cage. He can move at incredible speeds, and can enhance his speed until he's delivered over 100 punches in just a few seconds. His agility and reflexes are much greater than that of an Olympic athlete, and can dodge gunfire and even catch bullets out of the air. Also very durable, despite point-blank explosions with no real signs of harm. Danny is a master of Kunlun's martial arts, including Kunlun Quan, Shaolin Quan, Judo, Aikido, and Karate. He's one of the greatest fighters ever, battling against Captain America, Wolverine, Daredevil, Spider-Man, and Colossus. His greatest power, though, is his Iron Fist. With this, he's able to rip through steel, punch his opponents with incredible force, will knock out Colossus, shatter Scorpion's tail, smash through jets and trains. He's even brought down the helicarrier before. So, as we got one corner, one of the best fighters in the Marvel Universe, Iron Fist. But, into the ring, in the other corner, one of the best fighters in the DC Universe, Karate Kid. Karate Kid is actually Val Armour, a superhero from the future, also a member of the Legion of Superheroes. He is a master of every form of martial arts that have been developed by the 30th century. The extent of his skill was so great that it could severely damage various types of hard material with a single blow. He was briefly able to hold his own against Superboy through use of what he called super karate. Karate Kid has smashed steel beams with a single blow, shot a meteor with one hit, and has brought down tens of thousands of tons of snow and ice again, just a single hit. Karate Kid is also surprisingly fast and durable, considering that he's dodged nuclear power blast, dodged Speed Force lightning, and repeatedly danced around Mono's heat vision. Val also taken attacks from Superboy and Ultra Boy, endured the pain plague for several hours, which is usually powerful enough to drive someone insane just a few seconds. Karate Kid also arguably the greatest fighter in the entire DC universe, considering that he's classified as a Class 15 fighter, while even Batman is only a Class 12 fighter. He's taken on the entire Legion of Superheroes by himself before, beat dozens of metahumans from Earth's highest security prison, casually beat Mon-El in a sparring match, one time even countered Mon-El's momentum to hurl him off into another solar system, and Karate Kid has actually fought against Batman before and took Bruce down. So, who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, Iron Fist and Karate Kid are two of the all-time greatest fighters and martial artists in all of comics. People who can routinely take down much larger and more imposing threats simply because of their skill alone. So, if these two masterclass fighters ever went head-to-head, who'd come out on top? Well, today, that's what we're going to find out. And first things first, let's talk about strength and physicality. Well, in order to even become Iron Fist, Danny had to kill the dragon Shou Lao with his bare hands, and he did so by choking him out or cut off his flow of chi. From there, Danny is strong enough to break metal chains or Spider-Man's webbing, snap a man's neck with a simple palm strike. When he was disguised as Daredevil, he managed to injure Spider-Man in his Iron Spider suit. Then with his Iron Fist, he able to sink ships, destroy helicopters and trains, sent Luke Cage flying backwards with so much force that he brought down a small building upon impact. He's made Hulk yell out in pain. He's beaten an absolutely massive dragon, With just one shot, it'll kill a skyscraper-sized fire god and bring down the helicarrier. Iron Fist is surprisingly strong and powerful just being a human. But you can say the exact same thing about Karate Kid. Val has managed to put Superboy in an inescapable hold before. He's destroyed a meteor coming in from outer space with one kick. If another kick managed to cause an earthquake and counter a fissure in the ground that was coming towards them. He's destroyed around 80,000 tons of snow with a single punch. Managed to defeat Equus, who just previously taken attacks from Superboy and Supergirl. And Karate Kid has also managed to injure the likes of Superboy with punches, despite just being a normal human. So yeah, both of them can definitely punch way above their weight class. But the next question we gotta answer, while they can both dish out punishment, can they take punishment in return? As part of Danny's training for Iron Fist, he's taken massive beatings and punched into rocks to make his hands unfeeling. He's taken attacks from Spider-Man and Sunspot, and he's both jumped out of an airplane and jumped down a 72-story skyscraper. Probably his most famous durability instance is when Iron Fist punched a train back with enough explosives to make an atomic bomb look like a sparkler, and the train exploded. Now this might make it look like he survived something more powerful than an atomic bomb, but that's quickly disproven. Because if it was an atomic bomb-sized explosion, the whole city would be dead. And yet, there are people standing right next to the train who were just fine. It's much more likely that Iron Fist was able to absorb the majority of that explosion using his chi powers. This makes sense, considering his energy absorption powers. On the other hand, with Karate Kid, well, he's taken attacks on Kryptonians like Superboy, endured the pain plague for several hours, whereas Timberwolf was driven insane after only a few seconds. And even while suffering and dying from a virus, he was still able to fighting people like Mon-El and Ultra Boy. So both are definitely much stronger than they are durable, but also both can definitely take attacks from the other. And then finally, we gotta talk about speed. With Danny, he's routinely will dodge gunfire. Seriously, this isn't hard for him. And it's gotten to the point where he's literally able to catch bullets out of the air. He's supposedly faster than lightning, so able to take out gunmen in just a few seconds, or even in half a dozen heartbeats. He's routinely able to move before anyone could ever react. But I actually think we definitely have to say that Karate Kid is the faster one out of the two. He's dodged Speed Force Lightning before, repeatedly dodged Heat Vision from Mon-El. He's able to Bull Rush on Superboy, counter the Bull Rush on Superboy, and counter the Bull Rush from Mon-El. Karate Kid is even faster to tag Don Allen, who's someone whose Silver Age Superboy couldn't hit. Being able to tag Kryptonians and dodge attacks from Kryptonians, yeah, definitely have to say that Karate Kid is the faster one out of the two. But physicality is only one part of this fight. These are two master martial artists. Their fighting skill is definitely more important than simply physicality. When it comes to Iron Fist, well, he's been trained in and mastered every martial art form taught to him at Kunlun. He's able to take out 88 shield agents in just under 7 minutes while holding back in an effort not to kill them. He's defeated a powerful ninja with thousands of years of experience, and even possibly knows an infinite number of ways to kill someone. And Danny has definitely matched up against some of the best in the Marvel Universe, going up against Captain America, Wolverine, Daredevil, Spider-Man, and even beating physically superior opponents like Warhawk. But you can actually argue that Karate Kid is the better fighter here out of the two. I mean, he's arguably the greatest fighter in the entire DC universe, considering he's registered as a Class 15 fighter, while even Batman is only a Class 12 fighter. He's taken on the entire legion of superheroes by himself before, beat dozens of metahumans from Earth's highest security prison, casually beat Mon-El in a sparring match, one time even countered Mon-El's momentum to hurl him off to another solar system, and Karate Kid has actually fought against Batman before and took Bruce down. So who's ultimately coming out on top here? Well, Iron Fist might injure Hulk and Scar. Karate Kid might injure and actually beat Superboy and Mon-El. But I think the big difference here is speed and skill. Karate Kid is faster, no doubt about that, and he'll be using that speed to land more attacks and dodge more of Danny's. On top of that, Karate Kid is just the better fighter. Iron Fist is skilled. No doubt he's skilled, but Val is just better. And it's those two things that make me give the edge and victory to him here. Karate Kid wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts, so sign off in the comments down below. Also be sure that like button, subscribe button, and turn on notifications from the DanCo Army, and I will see you next time.